Well, hi, this is Mark the Mind Coach from NLPmindcoach.com. Today, in this video, I want to reveal some of the really cool tools, some of the tools that we use as coaches to help you achieve more of what you want. See, there are three things, there can be three major things in your life that are stopping you, deterring you, holding you back from achieving what you want in your life. There's something that we call values. Our values, they're the things that are important to us. And our values are sort of in a hierarchy of priority, what's important to us. And some of our priorities or how we see what we really want in life may not be what it truly is. So in order to create change, first you have to identify where you're at. And your values really do reveal where you're at. Little do people realize that the top three values that you have can either be helping you or hindering you achieving more of what you want in life. So let's, for example, say that your health's important, your career's important, and having fun's important. So health, career, fun. Or maybe it's relationships, or maybe it's making money. There are usually three: health, wealth, and relationships are the top three that most people are looking for in life. If you have all three of these, there's pretty much you're experiencing a great deal of success in your life. So how do you determine this? Well, firstly, you've got to ask yourself the question, what's important to me about in a particular area? So what's important to me about a career? What's important to me about life? What's important to me in a relationship? And you'll get words or descriptions of one-word answers that are fun, excitement, adventure, love, acceptance, cash. There's a whole lot that will come up. And when you work with a coach, what we do is we try to firstly establish, okay, what are your top 9, say? And out of that top 9, then we want to fine tune it. And how we fine tune it is as simple as identifying, is relationships more important than health? And then inside your internal representation of how you view the world, you'll have either yes or no. And then we identify in order of priority what's important to you in that area. So when we have unconscious values and conscious values. And when we identify these, sometimes our conscious values will come out and the first 3 or 4 will come out really quickly, and then we sort of hit a block or hit a roadblock. And we need to break through those roadblocks in order to identify the really true self, what's really important to you. As these roadmap, or this little roadmap, the values, things that are important to you, will really establish the foundation of where you want to be. So you might have these fantastic, amazing, lofty goals that are way out there and things you really want to achieve, and that is fantastic. It's important to have goals that are bigger than you are right now. And as you move towards those goals, as you take action every day towards each goal that you want to achieve, sometimes those goals need to be squished down into a smaller goal, and then those goals into 3 or 4 little goals, so that you know every step that you take towards each little goal that you achieve, you're achieving your end result. You're achieving that fantastic, amazing goal at the end. And our values, the reason why our values are important is simply, if you want to make a lot of money in life, for example, and you're like, oh, I really would like to be rich, and whatever rich means to you, whether that's making $50,000 a year, whether it's making $100,000 a year, whether it's $300,000 a year, whether it's $500,000 or $1 million a year, or identifying how much you want to make a month, whether it's $5,000 or $1,000 a month, or $10,000, $20,000 a month, or $50,000 a month, whatever that is for you. We have to identify whether that sits in your hierarchy of values. As if your top 3, if none of them reveal in any way money, then this will be the reason why you have no money in your life right now. as these three values are the ones you're moving towards, or the ones that you sort of automatically just do. They're just part of who you are. If you have that feeling that, oh, I just don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. You're focusing on focusing what you don't want. See, our mind is so much like a magnet. Our mindset, what we focus on, it expands, and what expands, we sort of step into. So you give it motion, you give it emotion. Emotion has motion in it. So when we feed something, we picture it, we hear it, we feel it, we really step into that picture and really identify with what's happening in our life, then we get more of that. See, our mind can't process a negative. If you think about what you don't want to think about, then what you're thinking about expands and you get more of what you don't want. So we need to identify what it is that we really want. And to identify what it is we really want, then we've got to step back and say, okay, what's really important to me in my life? What is important to me about my family? What's important to me about my friends? What's important to me about my career? What's important to me in my life? As you find out what's important to you, you find out the reasons why you're either achieving what you want or missing out on what you want. Because if you have negative, you're focusing on the negative, what you don't want, and you're getting more of that. And you might be experiencing that in your life right now. That's the value of a coach. We can help you identify, help you draw out of you the snapshot of where you are right now. And then it's an incredibly revealing process, because some of us don't even realize we have these unconscious values as well. And they're the underlining foundation of who we really are. And we need to bring them to the surface. We need to really draw our talents and abilities out so that we can be, do, and have exactly what we deserve to have in our life. Because you are an amazing person. You have an amazing talent, amazing ability, yet you may not be utilizing that which you already have. And when you use a coach, that is where you draw that out. You really start to draw that out, identify what's really important to you, then you'll start to see some amazing things happen in your life. So what's an action step that you could start to identify in your own life now? What's important? So you can ask yourself the question, what's important to me about blank? What's important to me about my career? What's important to me about my relationships? What's important to me about my life? And then notice what comes up. Notice what comes up. Whether it's fun, excitement, love, acceptance, laughter, money, happiness, whatever it is for you, that's okay. And then it's identifying how to fine-tune that towards what it is you want more of in your life. Well, this is Mark the Mind Coach. Hopefully this has been some value. Please leave a comment, like and share this with friends who may find this valuable in their own life. Values are so much fun to reveal and identify in our life, because these are very much the roadmaps, the foundation of why we achieve what we have and why you may not have more of what you deserve. Have a fantastic day. I look forward to maybe talking with you or communicating with you. Check out Mark the Mind Coach on Instagram. See me on Facebook. You can see some of my other videos on YouTube. I'd love to connect with you on the social media network.